Science 8. Here's an activity to do with erosion. So in this bucket, I've put some sand, just some play sand that I had and I was using for some gardening things. And I filled water about a fingertip deep, maybe a little bit more, or a little less, I meant to say. And what we're going to look at here is what is erosion? And how can it be prevented? Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make some waves that are going to come hit the shore. Okay. And we're going to see how the sand is moving away there. Slowly but surely, it's now moved. It started about here, and now it's moved out. And slowly but surely, the tide rises a bit, or the wave, gets a little bigger, and you start to get this ridge. And the ocean front or the shore front starts falling into the ocean or into the sea, and that sand starts washing away. So what was once here, oh, I moved my little marker, there's a little piece of sand. It's now moved all the way back, and if you don't believe me, just skip back in the video a little bit and you'll see the difference. As it keeps going, it keeps moving over, and we keep losing sand into the ocean, and there's erosion happening. Now, this can be prevented in a few different ways, and I'm going to show you one. One way is to get some large rocks and push them up against where the shore is. Okay, so we're going to push these up right into there. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect. There's some sand already out there. I'm just going to wipe this sand to the side, which is creating some waves. But we're going to move that sand to the side, bury those rocks in. And let's just watch up in this region, not where I have this pile of sand. Let's see what happens now. I'm going to make big waves, even bigger than I did before. What you're going to see is only that sand that was maybe a little bit past is going to start coming through. But you won't see that big ridge coming in over here. Only the little pieces of sand that were already past the rocks are moving. And make bigger waves. Yes, sometimes, a wave crashes against a rock, or, hand of Mr. Webb causes a rock to move. But overall, this is keeping the sand a lot more still. There's only a little bit getting past, not much. And so it doesn't prevent it, but it does restrict it from eroding. So it doesn't erode away. It doesn't move those earth or sand particles away into the water. And you can make some pretty big waves, and still those bigger rocks aren't being moved. So because they're bigger, they have more mass, they aren't able to be moved by these waves as easily. And so they stand in the way of here. So today's lesson, we're going to look at a bunch of different ways that people prevent erosion in seawater.